Hi there. Do you suck at Fortnite? Do you struggle to get a victory royale? But when you finally win, does it look something like this? Does your monkey brain struggle to comprehend the complex mechanics of Fortnite?
Do you ever look at someone and wonder what is going on inside their head?
Well, you've come to the right place. Safe to say, my Season 8 hasn't been the easiest, and I feel a lot of you average players may be in the same boat. In this new series, I intend to hone my skills and ultimately get better at Fortnite, all while bringing you guys along with me and telling you what I've learned. In this first video, I have chosen to focus on editing. Editing is a skill in Fortnite which was originally overlooked. Early on in the game, no one would edit. It was a mechanic mostly used just to look through walls.
In their own gameplay, right? Free vision, essentially. The structure is still there, but you can look right through it if you...
But now in Fortnite, as everybody rapidly gets better and better, everybody and their dog knows how to edit. If you want to be good at the game, you need to master editing, both being fast and precise. Having good editing skills in Fortnite is necessary simply just to keep up. Something you may want to do as a newer player, before you even get into the complicated edit courses and everything, is you might just want to actually try and sit down and figure out what is possible with editing. Just put some builds down and play around with the edit menu, like see what you can and can't do. There's so many possibilities, especially with, walls. There's so many different things you can do. And, some of the, mechanics of editing are actually a little bit confusing, and you might not really understand them by watching video. You may have to, jump in and do it yourself, learn by doing. So one of the first decisions I had to make was which keybind was I going to use. Because originally my edit button was set on G, but I had issues with this being too far away from the movement keys and I'd make too many mistakes. So I had two ideas of alternative buttons I wanted to make it. Either the F key, which in ways would be less of a change as it's only one key over from G. The other key was left alt, which I felt would be a lot easier of a key for me to press quickly and not sacrifice movability.
Stop right there, criminal scum!
This is just me figuring out which keybind I find best. There is no such thing as the best keybind. It's all up to you and what you feel comfortable with. For all I'm concerned, you could connect a bop it to your PC and have to bop it every time you want to make an edit. If you practice with that for 5-10 hours, I'm sure you'd still be better than me. So get out there, try new and different keybinds. You never know which one might be the best for you. So all I did was jump into an edit course. There's heaps of these that you can find. I'll leave a bunch of island codes in the description for them. I just got the feel for each of these buttons. First I tested my time on my old keybind, then I tried the two new options to see which one I preferred. Unfortunately, this didn't make my decision much easier as the times were very similar. So what I found was that the F key was easier to use and I had less issues with it, but the left alt key to me at first was a lot faster. However, there was one issue. Being so close to the spacebar after pressing alt so much, when I went back to building, I got confused with which button I was pressing and just pressed both. It was just a mess. But I decided to stick with the alt button and eventually with practice I got through this barrier. Now, you've chosen your keybind, you may be asking,
what do I do now, Sensei Wadsy?
Well, I've figured out the secret hack to get better at things, and it may come as a surprise to you. Practice. Yeah, that's literally it. I don't know what else you expected. You see, practice is the only way to get better at anything, really. And if you're less experienced than me at Fortnite, you can experience rapid improvement just with a small amount of practice. See, in skill learning, there's a thing called the law of diminishing returns. Typically this is an economic theory, but can easily be applied to this scenario. Initial input results in higher outputs or learning, especially when starting from nothing. The same input later on results in less output or skill development as you begin refining the skill and mastering it. For example, if you can't even finish an edit course right now within 10 minutes, but you practice for about an hour, I'm sure you could do it within 7, 6, maybe even 5 minutes, and that is huge improvement. However, currently I'm sitting at a 4-minute time, where the best of the best do this course just over 2 minutes, so the amount of improvement I will see will only be slight.
Boring.
Let's get right into the training montage and see how much I managed to improve.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar. Ching, ching, bling, bling, cut the chatter. You ain't talking money, then you're talking no matter. Ching, ching, bling, bling, patent pockets. We take the dollar, dollar, can a damn soul stop it.
Here comes the new kid on the block. Hold on your bets, here's where the buck stops. See, first of all, I'm stepping out on my own. About time I elevated to claim my own throne. Success in my blood, call it homegrown. Puerto Rican testosterone. Power and money got me crazy cocky. No longer need you, Poppy. I know you're mad because you can't stop me. And if you wonder how this player done scooped your honey, I think she smell my cologne, it's called brand new money.
So, in conclusion, if you want to get better at editing, just practice. Play around and find what keybind you feel comfortable on. Then jump into Playground or Creative and just edit away. You can either use edit courses or just free build on your own island. Again, there are island codes in the description for edit maps I've used. By practicing, you will see I managed to improve my editing heaps, making it much faster and usually more accurate. Obviously, it's still not the most polished thing, but now I have the muscle memory for my new keybind, and I'll only get better from here. Keep watching to see how far I've come. If you made it all the way through this video, first of all, thank you. If you enjoyed the video, or if you didn't, let me know down in the comments below, or just say hi. I'll make sure to reply to every single comment. Also, while you're here, consider subscribing. I'm going to keep making videos weekly and they're only going to get better and better. Okay, that's all. Bye!